portal, what you're looking for is McGraw-Hill. Okay, it's the red and white icon that says Connect Ed. So you're going to click on that. Your screen's going to look a little different than mine since you're a student. So give me one sec. Your screen is going to look something like this. You're going to have maybe some textbook icons, and then you should see two ALEKS icons like this that have the colorful pie chart. You should see one that says Algebra 2 and one that says SAT Math. Do y'all see those? Okay. Okay, that's okay. The SAT Math was the one that we used last 9 weeks prepping for the SAT that all the juniors took this week. But we're done with that now. If you're a senior, you weren't working in that. You were doing your Texas College Bridge. But that's okay. So if you don't see the SAT Math, it's okay. We're done with it. It's from last 9 weeks. Okay. What I want you to understand, though, is if you see both, you need to make sure you're clicking on the right one, which is the Algebra 2 one. Okay. So whatever Algebra 2 ALEKS you see there, that's what you click on to open ALEKS. The Algebra 2 ALEKS, not the SAT ALEKS. Okay, so once you click on the Algebra 2 ALEKS, let me get to what it should look like for the students. So you're going to get a screen and you are going to have to complete, it's going to have a pop-up with a tool tips, like explaining how, like where things are and how to find things within ALEKS. I have the option, mine says skip tool tips because it knows I'm a teacher. You're not going to be able to skip that. You have to do this tools tutorial. So you'll take the tools tutorial, you'll get started. And again, this is just showing you, okay, when you're doing something, you put your cursor in here and this is where you're going to type. And it's telling you everywhere this little orange outlined text box thing is telling you what to do. You have to do this. So type a 14, okay? And then you would type your answer and then you've successfully entered that. Now click the clear button. So oops, that wasn't what I wanted to type. So the X button clears your box. Okay, if you accidentally clear something, you can undo and it'll reappear. Okay, great job. Go to the next tool. Okay, so just keep guiding through this and finding all these orange boxes, and it's going to take you through this. I'm going to skip it for now. You don't have the option to skip it. Okay, once you finish the tools tutorial, you're going to get this screen that says congrats. Okay, you'll continue. And now you're going to be prompted to take the initial knowledge check. Okay, this is to see where you're starting right now and make sure that you are in the correct course. Up here, it should say Algebra 2, and then it should say TSI course. Okay, because this is a sub-course within our Algebra 2 that is created in ALEKS with TSI topics. The TSI is the Texas Success Initiative. Okay, the TSIA is the Texas Success Initiative Assessment. And remember, that's the test that our campus is having all Algebra 2 students take on May 1st. All Algebra 2 students are taking the TSIA 2 exam. So we are prepping you for that exam by doing this ALEKS prep course. Okay, so we've got, you can see on our calendar, Fridays are all set aside for ALEKS. We have that Good Friday off, so that week we won't have a day to work in ALEKS, but we have essentially 5 weeks until that test. Okay, and your goal, okay, you have to do the knowledge check. It gives you a starting point of where you're at right now. Okay, there's 402 topics in this course. Okay, you're going to take this knowledge check and answer questions, and it's going to give you a baseline, and it'll fill in that pie chart, and it will show you what topics you've already mastered. Yeah, all Algebra 2, they're having all Algebra 2 students take it. Okay, so again, You don't have the option to skip the knowledge check. This is because I'm a teacher in student view. I can skip to this to show you other things. Okay, but this is what it's going to look like. You'll have a question. Okay, there's this little icon over here. Sometimes if you get a calculator, there's a calculator icon that you can pull up a calculator. So look at the icons that are over here on the sides of your questions. Okay, you're going to submit your answer. It'll take you to the next question. If you have no idea, you can click I don't know. It'll take you to the next question. Okay, just do the best you can. It's okay to get them wrong. You're not getting a grade based on the performance of the knowledge check, like what grade you actually make. You're going to get a grade for completing the knowledge check. So you're getting a quiz grade for doing the initial knowledge check. Okay, so that knowledge check could take you this whole class, maybe not. We'll see. I'm going to skip it for now. So those of you who do finish, we'll see what you're going to see when you're done. All right, so when you finish the initial knowledge check, your pie chart, okay, all of these different categories, you can see they're color coded, what the topic is. It shows how much of that section you've mastered, how much you already know. So whole numbers, I'm really good on. That was the yellow one. Done. Awesome. Okay. Ooh, these blue ones, I'm kind of struggling with. That last one, I didn't really know hardly anything of. Okay. So this is your information based on your knowledge check. Everybody's is going to be slightly different. You'll hit continue. Now then you'll have this button here that says start my path, and you'll notice down here it should say working toward, because I have set a topic goal for you. Okay, your goal, this is going to show you your progress. This number is from your initial knowledge check. Okay, this is the total number of topics. We are not going to finish all 402 topics. Okay, so my goal that I've set for you, I guess it's not showing up here because I think I didn't set it in this class period yet. So I'll update that. So I'll update that in a second and then I'll show you again. But I'm setting a goal for you for 60 topics. So whatever you start at, I'm starting at 194. I need to get 60 more than that. So my goal is to get to 254 because that's 60 additional topics off of what I already have shown I know. Does that make sense? Okay, so 60 is the topic goal. You have 5 weeks to complete 60 topics. The topics don't take that long. Like if I click start my path, okay, you're going to have a question and an explanation. So it shows like an example of what you're doing, kind of refreshes you on what's asked here. Okay. And then once you've reviewed this and you're like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I'm going to go start this. Okay. And I'm going to get an example. You'll notice a bar up here. It says 0 of 5. To master this topic, the fundamental counting principle, I need to get 5 questions right. However, it gives you bonuses if you get consecutive questions right. So if I get 2 in a row right, it's actually going to fill in 3 of these rectangles. And then if I get the 3rd one in a row right, I'm going to get another bonus and I'm going to be done. So if I get 3 right in a row, I don't have to do 5 questions. I'm done and it'll move me on to the next topic. Does that make sense? Now, if you are getting them wrong, yes, you're going to have to get 5 right. But at any time you get 2 in a row right, it gives you a bonus one automatically filled in. So you don't have to do 5 questions in each topic once you get the hang of it. So you really do want to pay attention to those examples at the beginning and make sure you know what you're supposed to do before you move to actually answer your question. Okay, and here's those icons again. Notice the calculator has a slash through it on this one. This question, you would not get a calculator on the TSIA, on the exam. The majority of the TSIA is just a 4-function calculator or no calculator. Okay, you don't get like the full Desmos graphing calculator on the whole test like you did for the SAT. Okay, so just keep that in mind. There's the dictionary there and tools help. Okay. Does everybody understand how that's going to work? And you just keep working through questions. Now, if you want to see, if you don't know what you're doing, if you want to see an explanation, okay, it will take you back to explanation, and then you can go back to your practice. Okay. And you can always go back home into this chart. And then anytime you sign in, once you've finished that initial knowledge check, this is always the screen that you're going to see. And you'll just start yours will say continue my path once you've already started. And you'll just continue your path and keep working until you get your total number of learned topics right here to 60. And like I said, we have 5 weeks to do it. We're going to work about once a week in class. If you are taking longer or you're choosing to do something else in class, like you want to finish the Delta math from this week or whatever it is, just know those topics still have to be completed. You're going to get a test grade at May 1st. Is it May 1st? Yeah, May 1st is that test day. So that's what I've set as the deadline for completing those 60 topics. Okay. And I'm going to put a test grade in then probably on May 2nd, because I'll give you all of May 1st to finish your topics. So May 2nd, you're going to get a test grade that whatever percentage of those topics you did. If you only do 30, you're going to get a 50 for a test grade. Okay. So this is just a completion test grade for getting through 60 topics. Okay. And I'm putting in a completion quiz grade for getting through the initial knowledge check. Okay. The setup today. Any questions about this?
Yeah, so there's no test, it's just that.
No, there's no like test except the initial knowledge check is like a little quiz, and then it's just working through topics. And like once you show mastery of a topic, it'll move you on to the next topic. Okay, and the point of this, the types of questions that you're going to be seeing in this are the types of questions and the material, the content that's going to be on that TSIA exam. Okay, that TSIA exam is a placement exam for those of you who are going to college. You will have to take this. If the school didn't have you take it this year, you would have to take it at your college, your community college or university, wherever you go, because it's a way for them to measure where you should be starting. Are you ready for college algebra, or are you way past that and you need to start in a higher level math? Or you need to start in a lower, like refresher remedial type math to get ready for college algebra. Okay, that's what this is telling colleges. This score is a placement score. What math class should I start at in college? Does that make sense? Now, when you take the TSIA, there's the math and an English portion. The English portion does the same thing. It tells you, are you ready for Comp 1 or whatever the first English class is, or can I test out of that and go to the next one, or do I need to take like a kind of remedial review class to get ready for the college level class? So you want to do as well as you can when you take that TSIA, because you don't want to have to spend extra money and time taking classes before you can get into the beginning college classes. Everybody good? All right. So y'all get started, go through that tools tutorial, and then work on that initial knowledge check. And I'm going to go set up the topic goal in there now.